Imagine this. The nearest store is a full day's ride away by horse and wagon. Whatever they happen to have on the shelf, that's what you get. No other options. That was just life for millions of people not all that long ago. On this day, back in 1872, something showed up in mailboxes that quietly started changing all of that. It wasn't fancy. It wasn't even bound like a real book. It was a single sheet of paper. The man behind it was Aaron Montgomery Ward, a traveling salesman out of Chicago. And here's a detail that always gets me. Just months before this, the Great Chicago Fire tore through the city and destroyed his entire warehouse. Everything he built, gone, practically overnight. Most people would have called that a sign to quit. Instead, he rebuilt. And this time, he had an idea that felt almost too simple to work. What if people who lived far from any big city could just order what they needed, straight from a piece of paper, and have it show up at their door? That very first catalog listed only 163 items, no pictures, just plain text and prices. But it worked. Word spread. And soon, farm families who'd never had more than one or two local stores to choose from suddenly had access to an entire world of goods. A couple of decades later, another company jumps into the game. You've probably heard of them, Sears, Roebuck and Company. Their early catalogs boldly called themselves the, and I love this line, cheapest supply house on earth. Here's a number worth sitting with. That first Montgomery Ward sheet had 163 items. Within just a few decades, catalogs like these had grown into books hundreds of pages thick, selling everything from clothing to furniture to, believe it or not, entire houses that arrived by rail, pre-cut and ready to build. But here's the part of the story that really gets me. For a lot of families, especially African American families living in parts of the rural South, this wasn't just convenient, it was genuinely life-changing. Many were tied to local stores that only settled accounts once a year, after the harvest came in, which often trapped families in a cycle of debt they couldn't escape. A mail-order catalog meant they could shop with more independence, more privacy, and a little more dignity, all from their own kitchen table. Isn't it something how a simple piece of paper, sent out because one man refused to give up after losing everything, ended up reshaping how millions of people got to live their everyday lives? And honestly, the next time a package shows up at your door without you ever leaving the couch, you might think back to a stubborn Chicago salesman and one plain sheet of paper from 1872. You know, what gets me most about this story is that it didn't start with success. It started with a fire, with loss, with a man who had every reason to walk away, and he didn't. That makes me think about the quiet rebuilding moments tucked into our own families, the time someone lost everything and started over anyway, the habits, the routines, even the little things like a well-worn catalog on a shelf quietly shaped how a whole family lived. So here's something simple you can do today. Grab a piece of paper or open a notes app and write just one sentence. Something like, "The time my family had to start over was." That's all you need for now. Just that one sentence to get you started. If you'd like a little help turning small memories like that into something lasting, there's a free family story writing guide waiting for you right below this video. No cost, just a gentle way to begin putting your own family's history into words. And if today's story stuck with you, go ahead and subscribe, because I've got another one waiting for you tomorrow. Before you go, I'll leave you with this. What's something small and ordinary in your family? A catalog, a recipe, a tradition that actually holds a much bigger story inside it. Might be worth writing down.